Scotland's first ever football sports science conference took place in Glasgow on Sunday the 28th of February.
The conference, which took place at Glasgow Caledonian University, saw delegates from across senior football clubs unite to educate their peers on the importance of sports science in football.
We looked at the physical characteristics of the performance school players and how that relates to different aspects of the programme. So the birth date distribution of the players that we have in the programme, and also their physical performance and how those two relate. I thought it was very good. I think it's something that doesn't happen often enough. It seems to be sometimes quite a cliquey environment.
The work that I'm doing with the interns that we presented at a couple of SFA conferences before. So most of the delegates were aware of the kind of mentoring programme that we've had here, which very quickly involves undergraduates and postgraduates coming to 3 professional clubs at the moment. So although I was presenting on that, the key thing was to try and get delegates to come here first of all, to create a bit of synergy about the movement with Tony, and then to follow that up maybe with a special interest group in this particular area. Undoubtedly, having just spoke to them, they wouldn't get that level of detail in any other forum, not so much at university lectures or college lectures, but having speaking to the orthopaedic surgeon and the ex-professional, myself, and also one of the other speakers who spoke about early maturation rates, these are all very critical in the environments that the interns are working in. For example, in the evenings with players that are between 12 and 18, 19. So they're actually seeing a lot of the things that were spoken about today in the flesh when they're actually coaching them. So it's sort of tied up kind of areas that they weren't sure about. So the information today from the speakers has definitely helped them going forward in terms of their knowledge transfer. And that's really the whole ethos behind the mentoring programme, is that we expose the students to that transition from university into the workplace, if you like.
I think that it's been helpful for the guys to have a forum to meet in Scotland. I think this is the first one of its kind, and the guys have generally had to go down to England, where it's more difficult to meet, there's no funding for it, so this has been beneficial for them to have something homegrown where they can discuss what they're each doing. Yes, because for this particular issue, in terms of problems of rehabilitation in sport and prevention, you can never have too much. There has been a lack of this kind of thing in Scotland, and so more of it is good.
It was enjoyable, yeah. I mean, from my point of view, presenting it was to hopefully give those that have an interest in sports scientists who are working within that field an insight into sometimes how professional players and coaches view the industry, and hopefully how they can try and improve the service they provide within it.
Basically, I brought down myself, my academy and my interns, sports scientists, to kind of learn things what's happening in the Scottish game, to be part of it as well, the development of sports science in the Scottish game, and also to do a bit of networking and meet the people that are involved in the Scottish game and maybe get a bit of a network happening.
I found it quite interesting to have a different variation of speakers. Obviously Jack Ross, highly qualified coach working within the game currently, so I found that very interesting, as well as the surgeon that gave their opinion on the injury basis. I found the different sort of disciplinaries very interesting and how they came together. I mean, I've certainly learnt quite a lot today, and hopefully I can take that forward in trying to learn and progress in a career through sports science and football. So I definitely think it would be beneficial if any interns or even qualified coaches come and be open to the idea of what they can take from today. Yeah, I think it would be very, very beneficial.
It's just a thing of keeping rolling over and just deciding on what topics you want to talk about and trying to keep things current. Obviously things change every now and again. New things come out, research comes out, people apply it and realise it works, it doesn't work. New fads come in, new bits of technology, new gadgets, that type of stuff. So anything that's really in the eye.
I think the speakers provide the platform for a lot of the discussion, but just to have everybody here, I think it's 15 Scottish League clubs that are represented here today with those who came, so just to have them here is probably the most positive thing. And moving on from there, the speakers were fantastic. I really enjoyed them myself, which is in part the real reason why I set today up, because there was a similar conference in England called Science in Football that I couldn't attend, and I looked for opportunities in Scotland and there wasn't any, so I thought, let's see if we can organise one, so we went for it.